Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be my second ever actually public video onto this media. I do have a Bookstagram account which is Amy's_library if you want to check it out. But yeah, I'm very excited. This is a new year, it's new me. I wanted to finally delve into the YouTube world head first with this video, which is 23 books in 2023. So many large YouTubers, so many indie YouTubers have all done this video and I've watched every single one, and the amount of books I've added to my TBR from these YouTubers, is ridiculous. So I thought, why don't I have a go myself? And not only is it a fun video and it is also trending and just helpful for you guys to get recommendations, it also sets me a very good TBR and means that throughout 2023, if I don't know what book to read, I can go back to that list and go, when I want to read these 23 books. I hope you enjoy this video. I don't want to keep the introduction really long because I'm not gonna lie, this is like the 4th time I've filmed it. Just a little disclaimer, yes, that is all of my clothes. I'm really sorry. And these are all books that are already on my physical shelf. So there's not going to be new releases in this video. That is a completely different video. This is just off my physical shelves what is 23 books that I am desperate and also need to get to this year. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Also, I decided to do this in the morning because of lighting in my room. It gets so dark. However, I actually do have quite a sore throat because I have a cold, and the morning is the worst for that. So I'm sorry if my voice has croaks or like little, I don't know what you call it, voice cracks. I will be constantly drinking and trying to like not sound like a toad. So yeah, that was just a added disclaimer. The first books, I'm going to count this as 2 books, although it is actually 4 books to add to my TBR, is Lauren Asher's Low-Key Backlist. So the only book from Lauren Asher that I have read is the fine print, and Throttled actually, which I absolutely loved those 2 books. They are brilliant. They're from different series from her, but okay, that's weird to say. This is very raw. This is a bit personal, but my ex-boyfriend bought me the Throttled series for my birthday in November, and I decided to read it, the first one, in December. We loved F1 racing, and it was about F1, and it was a perfect. But I also read the fine print, obviously, as I said. So the first book on the 2023 TBR is Terms and Conditions. This is the second book in the Dreamland Billionaires series. The third book, and I think the final book, is coming out in January. It might have already come out by now, I'm not sure. And that's called The Final Offer. So I do need to definitely get my wig on. I don't think that's the phrase. I need to hurry up, practically. I need to hurry up and read this goddamn book because I love Lauren Asher. There's no reason why I've not read it yet. Well, no, there is. The only reason I've not read it is because I've heard a lot of people saying that the main character is very similar to Rowan, and although I love Rowan with my heart, do I want to read another like 470-page book about a character that I've just read a 470-page book about? Sounds like ACOTAR to me. But no, I am so excited to read this, of course. It will be a brilliant story. It's an arranged marriage. I have not delved into that trope at all, really. So I am really looking forward to that. And I'm guessing that it's not like Brutal Prince, which is the only other arranged marriage book that I've read. So yeah, really fun, Grumpy Sunshine vibes, and it's a billionaire. Like, what more can you want? So I'm really looking forward to that. And then the second one on my list, which is again 3 books, is the rest of the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher. I read Throttled, as I said, in December. I think I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I absolutely enjoyed it to death. I loved it. Like, I would sell my soul for this book. It just didn't hit the 5-star mark, which I'm not sure why. I think it's because Noah became a bit of a simp too quickly for me, and I'm not into that. So yeah, But I did love this book. I recommend it to literally everybody. It was one of my favourite books of last year. I actually put this ahead of some 5 stars, which doesn't make sense, but it does, because this wasn't a 5 stars. For what it wasn't a 5 stars. But the next book is Collided, which is Sophie and Liam's. Sophie is the main girl in Throttle's best friend, and Liam is another driver. We then have Wrecked. All these covers are beautiful, by the way. This is about Elena and Jax. I can't remember Elena, not gonna lie. But Jax is again one of the 4 racers in this friendship group. And then we have Redeemed, one that I'm so looking forward to, which is again by Lauren Asher. And this is Chloe and Santiago. Santiago is the brother of, did I say Mia? Of Maya in Throttled. So, and I love Santiago. We see a lot of him in the first book. And Chloe, I'm not sure who Chloe is either, not gonna lie. But these are just brilliant books. I'm so looking forward to reading them, and yeah, I think they're a good addition to my 2023 TBR. Okay, the next 3 books I have with me, they're not related at all. I'm just doing it like bit by bit. You will probably see a lot of that shelf crumbling because a lot of my favourite books or most anticipated reads are on that shelf up there. So these are only one, oh actually no, 2 of them are in a series. So we have Things I Never Got Over by Lucy Score. She is what was my brain doing then? She is making, or has published, released already, I don't know, a second to this. I don't know if it's a companion novel, I don't know if it is a complete follow-on from this series or a different character. I have no idea, I've not even read this yet, but I am so behind on this, so I do need to read it, and I will. I'm going to get onto it. This is a small town romance, Grumpy Sunshine, I think. Everybody, and I mean everybody, was ranting, raving, loving, celebrating this book last year. I picked it up literally last summer and I was like, I'm going to read it, I'm going to read it, I'm going to read it. Didn't even read the blurb or the synopsis, so yeah. We then have The American Roommate Experiment by Alina Almaz. I loved The Spanish Love Deception for the first 200 pages, and then I got completely bored and I had to struggle through like another 200 pages of nothing. So I was quite put off the author, but then I saw this and I thought it looks really cute, it's set in New York, like it's a vibe, you know. And then I heard other people saying that it was really good. It's shorter than The Spanish Love Deception, and I was like, you know what, I'll pick it up, and if I don't love it, I won't pick up her future releases. But every author, in my opinion, deserves a second try, so that's what this book is going to get. And then we have Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. This is the 3rd book in the Twisted Love or Twisted series. I've read the first 2. I read Twisted Love in December, I think it was. Twisted Games was one of my first books I read this year. And then Twisted Hate. So I probably will wait until about February or March to read this and pick it up, because I do like to spread out my series because I have so many to read. But I am absolutely so excited to read this. And then after this one, I've got Twisted Lives, which I have also already bought. But I'm not like... Actually, I probably should have brought that down with this one. But it's fine. It's balancing all the rest of those books up there, so it's fine. This is the one that I am most excited for because it's the one that I've heard the most about. This is about Josh and Jules. Quite cute how the names sound together, not gonna lie. And Josh is the first girl, Ava, her brother, and Jules is her best friend. So it's literally your best friend's older brother. They absolutely hate each other. They are both very academic, and if in that respect, the only thing I see is Rose and Connor from the Addicted Calorie Sister series. But no, the only thing I've heard, which was like shocking about this book, was the fact that they actually do really hate each other, which, not gonna lie, normally in romance when it's enemies to lovers, they just dislike each other's hairdo for one day and they're like, oh, it's fine. But no, this is longer than the first 2. I'm so excited. I love Anna Huang's writing style, and I also have to read her new series as well, which actually I might make one of the other books now that I've thought about it. But yeah, these are 3 of the books that are also going to be on my TBR for 2023, 100%. Okay, I have quite a large chunk of books with me that I've brought down, so let's get straight into this because it's going to take me quite a while because I do ramble. So, From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. This is the first Mariana Zapata book that I have bought. Her books, for some reason in England, I don't know if it's because they're self-published, they are so expensive. They're like £15 to £16 off Amazon, which is just ridiculous, or they were last time I checked. However, this one for some reason dropped its price so much, and I got it from the works for like £5. I was like, oh my gosh, it's an absolute deal. So I bought it and I'm so excited. This is apparently one of the books you should read if you're trying to get into Mariana Zapata, because it's not overly long like some of her other books. It's a slow burn, but not a really long slow burn. And the storyline is apparently amazing. It's about is that ice skating? Or do you call it like figure skating? I don't know. Figure skating, there we go. So it is about figure skaters and a hockey player, I believe. I probably should have known this. Okay, maybe he's not a hockey player. Maybe I'm thinking of Icebreaker. But no, Mariana Zapata's book, From Lukov with Love. I've gone on a tangent. I've lost what I was saying. Let me just recoup myself. We have You've Reached Sam by Dustin Theo. This is a beautiful book cover. It's actually one of my favourite book covers. It's perfection. But this is a very sad looking book in my opinion. Like, it's about this girl who loses her boyfriend and then gets a phone call from him, and it's like her last goodbye or something. It's gonna break my heart completely. I'm gonna cry my eyes out and I'm not looking forward to it. So yeah, that's this book for you. We then have this, oh, is my bed okay? Okay. We then have A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas. This book is bloody huge. If an imposter came into my room, this is not Among Us, if a burglar came into my room, I would grab this book, bam, out cold. So it's actually just on my shelf for defense mechanisms. But I do need to get to this book. I'm very excited to. It is the last book in the Akatar series that has been released so far. The only thing putting me off, and no, it's not just the fact it's ridiculously big or the fact the font is tiny, it's the character. It's about Nesta, and I'm sorry, little rant here, I hate Nesta, okay? She has been through so much, but so has her sisters, okay? And they've dealt with it so much better. She is this cold, cruel, mean girl. She just disrespects her family completely, even though they literally saved her life on so many occasions. She is just grumpy. She has Cassian, who is the love interest, I'm guessing, in this book, who is like being so kind, asking to like help her. She just, like, for the first 200 pages of a book, I get it. But in those books up there, it's literally the third and then the whole of the novella, she's just cold-hearted. Like, anyways, that's why, okay? That is why I'm scared to read this book, because the character in it infuriates me. And but then I saw Destiny Sidwell. She's brilliant. You probably all watch her. But she read this book and she absolutely loved it, and she hated Nesta and said that it turned her opinion of Nesta and it actually made her cry. So I probably just need to bite the bullet and get on with it. But I can't right now because big book, little text, hate the character. But anyways, after I finish that series, I can then move on to the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas. The first book is The Assassin's Blade, although apparently it's not the first book. You like read it after 3. I'm just going to read it to start. It's going to be the starting book, the introduction to it. I think it's 3 little stories or something. Nope, it's 5 little stories. Okay, 5 short stories in this, and then I'm going to start the Throne of Glass series. Hopefully when I start, I'll know a bit more about the world, a bit more about the main character and some side characters. So I feel like there's no point waiting until the 3rd or 4th book or whatever to read this. I think the cover is absolutely stunning. One of my favourite covers by a mile. And in fact all of the Throne of Glass covers are stunning. And I've got the first 4 in the series on my shelf. Until I start reading and loving it, I might not buy all the rest just because it is a very long series, but I probably will love it. I've heard great things. Loads of my favourite YouTubers have read this, loved this. giving it 5 stars, and for that reason, and that reason alone, it's going on the TBR. The next book is also not a romance, and that is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. Yeah, I got that right. Right, anyways, by Olivia Blake. I have seen this everywhere. The fact I've not read this yet is ridiculous. I've had it on my shelf for ages. And honestly, like, I have nothing to say as to why I've not read this book yet. Except it's not romance. Like, I don't know why. It's not even ridiculously long. The font is not ridiculously small. I've not heard negative things about this book. I don't know. I just don't know. But this is about a group of magicians who are like going into this like secret society, I'm pretty sure, like an elite society. However, only 5 of them can get in. And so there's like trials, I'm guessing. I don't know. It just reminded me of the movies Now You See Me, which is like one of my favourite movies ever, from like this generation. Love it. So I'm sure I will love this. And when I do, I'll read The Atlas Paradox when it comes out in paperback. So yeah, I need to get a grip for myself. Why can't I be light when my voice is normal? Anyways, next is Dating Dr. Bill by Nisha Sharma, I think. I'm sorry. This book has been, again, literally everywhere a few months ago. I mean, not as much as all the rest, but it's definitely very, very widely read. This is a book about a girl who just needs to find somebody to marry so that she can buy this house that her like mum, I think, or like grandma is trying to sell when someone dies. I think it's the mum's trying to sell the grandma's house where they all live, and she wants to keep it because of all the memories, but to do that she has to find a husband. And then we have this guy, Dr. Dill, I'm guessing so anyways, and he is so anti-love. He doesn't believe in love, and she's just like, you know what, F off, love. But yeah, it is a bit of an enemies to lovers. They have like this one encounter, I think, from what I've heard, and then everything goes like downhill, and then it goes uphill again. I'm not sure. Oh my god, I thought we had an imposter in the house. I got so scared. I just heard, oh my god. My heart skipped a beat, literally. But no, I'm so excited to read this book. Sorry about that little like freeze I just did. But yeah, brilliant. Looking forward to it. Have literally nothing else to say about it though. Like, no offence to the book. The next 2 I'm counting as one because they've been on my TBR for too long. Firstly, Different Heights. Get out. Just saying. I got this for £3 at the works. I swear to God, someone's in my house. Anyways, got this for £3 at the works, and then this was £9 from Waterstones. So I'm just saying, the works is winning. This is It Happened One Summer and Hot Client and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. Everybody's read this book. I know, it's annoying. I'm annoying. But I'm so looking forward to reading it. It is a small town romance, grumpy sunshine, think friends of benefit? Friends to lovers? I don't know. He's like the kind of guy that's like, I don't want a girlfriend, I don't want to fall in love. Then she comes along. She is crazy. He's a grumpy like fisherman or woodcutter or something like that probably. They always are. And yeah, these are definitely companion novels, not like completely following on, because this is the main girl in this book's sister, and I'm pretty sure the 2 guys are best friends. So yeah, very excited to read these 2. I think I've spoken to my friends about these for literally months, so I kind of ran out of things to say. And then we have The Heart Principle by Helen Huang. Yeah, this is, I got this for £3 by the way at the works. I'm just gonna promote. I'm not even being sponsored. I'm just promoting for all you guys to save some money in your pockets. But this is the 3rd book in the Kiss Quotient companion novel set kind of thing. You can read them all as standalones. I do not recommend that because the first 2 books in that series have actually both been 5 stars for me. The Kiss Quotient was brilliant representation, very steamy, innocent cover though. Just for the girls out there that can't read in front of their parents like a guy kissing on the cover. But yeah, brilliant. She's so smart, intelligent. It's great representation, as I said. The second one, even more representation. He was so cute, the main guy. She was smart, intelligent, single mom. And then we have this one, which I don't know much about. I know that, what's he called? Juan, maybe. He is in this one and he is my favourite character out of all the books. So yes, I am automatically completely in favour and in love of this book. It will definitely be a 5 stars, I know it will. They're short, the text isn't tiny, like it is really short reads, and therefore I read it whenever I'm starting to get into a slump. I'm like, right, pick out Helen Huan's books. So yeah, these are being added to the pile for my 2023 books. Although not all of them, some of them I'm grouping together. The next book I have to talk about is actually a series. I only have the first 2 in my possession at the moment. The only reason why that is because I actually haven't seen physical copies of the rest of the series in any bookstores, and I'm trying not to buy off Amazon 24/7 nowadays. So that is the Truly Devious series by Maureen Johnson. I have the first Truly Devious and then The Vanishing Stair. I've had these probably longer than most of my other books on this pile. It's been like a good probably over a year and a half now that I've had these on my shelves. But to be fair to myself, the only reason why I never picked them up was because I was determined to finish the Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy before picking up this new series. And the reason for that is because this is about a private school and a girl who's trying to solve this murder, and for some reason this like YA murder mystery in a school scenario kind of thing reminded me quite a lot to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and therefore I didn't want to read 2 book series that were so similar at the same time. But now I finished that. I actually read As Good as Dead earlier this month, loved it, 5 stars, probably my favourite in the series actually, especially the first half of the book. I absolutely loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, so I feel like I'm gonna love this just as much, if not more, because it's a longer series, you get to know the characters more, and I've heard people literally raving about this being like their best favourite murder book series kind of thing. So yeah, I am really looking forward to reading that. I then have a duology, which is the Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. I recently read the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I read the last one, Moon and Rising, in December, so I decided, right, this year is my year to finally pick up Six of Crows. Funny story, I picked up Six of Crows and The Crooked Kingdom first, and then I saw this YouTuber say you had to read the I literally have just said it, Shadow and Bone trilogy. I picked up all of them, and then I watched another YouTuber saying that it's actually nowhere near as good and you don't need to read it. I read them all anyways, did it in the right order. I don't know if it's going to help me. I'm really looking forward to this though, because this is the book that everyone says is 5 stars, their favourite, etc, etc. My friend, it's one of her favourite books, and I was like, I will get to it when I have a chance. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this Six of Crows book by Leigh Bardugo. I don't know if she's got any more. Oh no, she does. She has that like Scar one, like the one about Nikolai. I'm going to pick that up after this duology, and then hopefully I'll have all the books in the Grishaverse. The next book is from Taylor Jenkins Reid, Forever Interrupted. This book is one of the only books left that I need to read from Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've read 4 of her books, but I've got 2 that I haven't read yet. This one, and I think it's like After I Do, maybe? No, maybe In Another Lifetime. So yeah, I do have obviously some of her books left, but I am making my way through them slowly but surely. I love her writing. One True Loves is my favourite by her because I am a romance galley overall. But yeah, this sounded so good, but also really heartbreaking, and for that reason I'm kind of scared to read it. Which might be why I've been putting it off on a low-key. But yeah, this is just about she's with this guy, and then 9 years later, after they've eloped, whatever, he's hit by a truck and dies at the on impact. So the next book is Every Summer After by Carrie Fortune. Yep. She is releasing the second book to this in, I think, this year, very early on, maybe even February. I need to read this book. Everybody compares it to, oh, what is it? Is it like Love and Other Words and like Every Summer After? Or am I like getting it confused? Or they say it's like Somewhere I Turn Pretty, and I honestly, wait, this is Every Summer After, oh my god, I don't know, but it gets compared to 2 like really popular big books. I think one of them is Love and Other Words, but I've not read either of them that they keep comparing it to. So I feel like if I read this first, I might actually get the wrong impression and think when I read the other books that this was their inspiration, when I do think it was the other way around. But yeah, I am so excited to read this. Everybody gave it 5 stars, everybody loved it, and it was the perfect summer read. So I'm going to read it in 2023 in the summer, 100%. The next book is one that I actually really recently picked up, which was My Mechanical Romance by Alexine Farrell-Fulmuth. This is actually the author of The Atlas Six, which I find absolutely amazing, stunning, out of this world, weird. They go under a secret name though, I think, although it does say it literally at the bottom, so I don't really get it. I got this for £5 at the Works. It is extremely short. I've not heard loads about it, but I have seen it on like Goodreads and in shops. The cover is beautiful. I love like the gold like pipe work. I don't know what it is actually. It might not be pipe work, it might be like some coding stuff. But yeah, I am really looking forward to reading this book, and yeah, that's kind of it. Then we have To Love Jason Bourne by Ella Mays. Okay, I can't tell by the font. This book I have seen, well, I saw everywhere like 2 years ago, and I have only just picked it up. I picked up the second one, which is like To Hate Adam Connor, something like that. But this one I'm so excited for. The premise is like immaculate, outstanding, like here is your trophy for a great plot. It is about a girl, and this is her brother's best friend. When they were younger, she had a massive crush on him, she got heartbroken, and she became a playwright. She wrote their love story, how it played out and all that, and then it gets picked up by this firm, and the main leading role is the guy it's written about. He's become this world famous actor, and he doesn't know it's about him, and I don't know if he like can tell when he starts like, I don't know, doing it, or when he realizes that she wrote it. Maybe it like clicks, I'm not sure, but I do think it's going to be brilliant. I have heard such positive things about this, apart from like some people say it's a bit childishly written, but it's okay. I'm only 17, I can do a bit of childish writing. So yeah, I am really looking forward to reading this book. We then have Better Than the Movies, which is the YA book of the year, literally 2022. This was being spoken about by everybody was giving it 5 stars, and so I obviously had to pick it up. This is about like this girl who apparently likes a guy. She uses this guy to try and make him jealous. They go on all these like dates, I think, and at the start of each chapter there's like a quote from different rom-coms and like films, which I find so charming. Like what I want to do is actually take every movie quoted in this book, make a list, and then my goal is to read all the books quoted in this book this year. However, that might be a while, because I think there's like, what's this, chapter 17. Actually, I can read 17, watch 17 movies very quickly. So yeah, I might actually do that. That'd be quite a fun reading vlog, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm really excited to read Better Than the Movies. Next we have King of Wrath by Anna Huang. This is the same author as Twisted series, which I am loving. It's her new like longer series. I think it's a bit darker. It's this cover is actually one of my favourite covers again. I know I keep saying that, but like, look at it. It's so gorgeous. It looks regal. So excited to read this. I'm actually more excited to read this than I am the end of the Twisted series, because even though they're like all 5 stars, because it's a new series. I'm just really excited. I'm kind of giddy actually. I want to read it when everybody else reads it, but I can't because I'm still stuck in my backlog over there. I am really looking forward to reading this though, and I'm going to get to it as soon as I finish Twisted Lies, which makes me want to read that series quicker, you know? The last 2 books is books that I got in December after Christmas. I thought, you know what, I'm going to treat myself, because these books I would never normally pick up, and there's one reason for that. I don't buy books that are over £10. I don't see the point. There's so many brilliant books in the UK that you can get for between the prices of £5 to £10. In fact, literally nearly every single book. So I don't know if these came from America. They're also so much bigger. The font is tiny. Like, these books are like actually really special on my collection. But they don't even look that special, so you know, it's fine. We have Binding 13 and Haunting Adeline. We'll go with Binding 13. I know the second book, which is like Keeping 13 maybe, is already out, or maybe this is the first one. No, it's not. Okay, is already out, so I am a bit behind. And when I say a bit behind, I mean like look how small this writing is. It's literally bigger than the Bible. This is the unholy. No, because this is literally the unholy Bible. I'm guessing sounds so good, and I'm pretty sure there's actually a third one coming out, which is like not about this couple, but like the friendship. And the thing that got me about this book is the fact that not Destiny. Labby Reads said that this is the only book she can actually find that's equivalent to or nearly equivalent to the Addicted Calorie Sister series, which is like one of my favourites ever. In fact, probably is my favourite ever. So I'm so down for it. I'm so excited, and yeah, but it was very expensive. I'm not gonna lie. It did hurt my little £7 an hour job bank account that I have. And then we have Haunting Adeline, which, oh, I'm kind of scared. This book is about a stalker. Oh wait, actually, maybe I should tell you what this book is about. This book is about a girl who is being bullied at her old school. She goes to a new school, she gets bullied again. There's apparently quite a few trigger warnings in this book. So she then befriends this like rugby player, I think in secret or something, Johnny Cavanagh. And then Shannon falls in love with Johnny Cavanagh, and it's their book. There we go. I was very excited to tell you guys that. Now, the stalker one. This book is about a stalker, and the girl, I think, like low-key liked being stalked, and then it gets to a certain point, and he's kind of scary, guys. He's giving me scary vibes. I really like the fact that there is like actual like there's letters in this. I don't know if you can see it. Am I literally gonna go past no letters? Oh no, you can see them. There are letters in this book, which I find really intriguing. I love different fonts and all that shenanigans. Again, I just find this book absolutely beautiful and perfect and out of this world, and I'm probably going to be scarred for life after reading it. I'm probably going to absolutely hate it, but it's an adventure. I feel like it's the kind of book which if I vlogged it would be really funny, because I just take the piss out of it the whole time. So yeah, these are the books that finished off that TBR list. So I'm just going to go straight into the outro, because if I stop this and like start doing it again, I'm going to redo it like 5 or 6 times. So we're just gonna get a continuation on. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've got all this way, well done you. I probably won't be able to. My voice is so croaky this morning. I do apologise. It's just I'm in like this converted attic, so like when it gets darker, even like past midday, the shadows are so weird. I had to just get it out of the way in the morning, and also I went out last night, so my voice is a bit croaky. I do apologise. But yeah, they are my 23 books I want to read in 2023. It is kind of more because some of them are series. However, I hope at the end of the year I can do like a part 2 to this video and see how many of these books I actually got read, and I'm hoping it's going to be all of them. Realistically, I'm hoping for 20 out of 23. I think I can give myself a little bit of leeway if I'm just really not picking up a book, not loving it. But I mean, I've got a whole year to read these, you know what I mean? Like, I should be fine. Like, if I read 2 of these a month, I've read them all practically. Well, no, I've read them all, unless they're series. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you stick around. I hope you watch my other videos. I don't know when I'm going to be able to upload them, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.